Welcome to our first recap of the year. We plan to put one of these out weekly, probably either Sunday evening or Monday night, depending on various circumstances. I'm Tim Galbraith. This is hashtag Flint, and for those of us in the vehicle city, it's been a pretty busy week. Before delving into the headlines, however, I want to thank the Michigan Compassion Center for coming on board with us in the last week. They're one of our sponsors now. We're thrilled to have them on board. We need sponsors, we need donors, we need people who can help us share our vision. So I look forward to explaining what they're up to over there on Kersley Street, I believe. So thanks again to you guys at the Compassion Center. Obviously, this week, the water crisis continues to dominate talk around town, and not just around town, but we're picking up national headlines all over the place. There's some rather surprising things happening, but one thing that continues to be the same is that we have people drinking poisoned water. We have people who are making baby formula with poison. Not enough has been done, but it does seem like there's been some traction being made. Mayor Weaver's been a pretty strong voice so far in all of that, and now Rick Snyder's starting to speak up a little bit too. International attention, in fact, is really what this issue is getting. There's links below this video here. You'll find 2 articles written about it, from New York Times to Al Jazeera America. But I mean, I could have put links for miles just from all different sources, and I intended to do that, hopefully give a wider representation of thoughts on the issue. But it really seems that the pundits are pretty well in agreement that Rick Snyder is an asshole. That seems to be like, by and large, the popular opinion right now. Obviously, there's been a lot of twists and turns on this story over the last year and a half, but right now, that guy's getting hammered. And the videos and links below, that's what you'll see covered to a large extent, is his shortcomings. It's not my opinion. I don't disagree with it. It seems to be the opinion, though, of everybody from Rachel Maddow to... Well, I'll just leave it there. You can see for yourself. There are some other links there's some in particular I encourage you to check out. There's one from Dominic Adams that talks about a free course that U of M is giving on the water crisis implications. Ron Fonger wrote a piece sharing the qualifications that are needed to be met by those who might be interested in picking up Josh Freeman's spot on the council. Let's see here, we have NBC 25 did a story that helps to point people in the right direction if they need to pick up water or other things that the crisis may leave them in need of. And Robert Acosta wrote a story about testing that'll be taking place at a Flint school, I believe, next week. So that's on there. Outside of the water issue, there's a pretty interesting little map from Amanda Emery about the gives you a visual representation of where the 48 homicides that took place in Flint in 2015 were. As you would expect, there's a cluster of them right along MLK, particularly on the north side, but it doesn't look like there's any corner of the city that's especially safe. So you may want to check that out. It's interesting to see it put in that kind of form. Naturally, we have a couple of our own mixed in. We have hashtag Flint with Shane Hodges #7. You can find a link to that, and you can also at the top find a link to the the interview I did with outgoing Flint Councilman Josh Freeman. So that's up there as well. Again, we just want to thank our sponsors and everybody who's tuning in. Please share this, get this out. Any help you can give us would be great. Any leads on stories, any contributions, thoughts, ideas, we're open to it. Hashtag Flint@gmail.com. I'm working myself really hard on all this, so any encouragement at all would be great. So it has truly been a good ride so far. Expect more. Expect to see us next Sunday with another recap. There will be more stories ahead too. We were supposed to meet with Jim Ananick tomorrow, but that looks like that's getting pushed back. I might have a short print interview with him coming up in the next week, though, and hopefully we'll get a video interview with him before too long. Thanks again. Thanks for watching. Free Amir now. and we'll see you next week.